what's the cost of living in these types of places? Because I think there were some misconceptions earlier about, money mindset, like how much am I going to need living in Thailand or Vietnam? Or I know you're from Europe, so the prices there. Can you kind of give us
Yeah.
some comparisons of like what that looks like? And then later I want to jump into the remote work stuff, but just to kind of get
Yeah,
these questions people have first.
sure. So honestly, like Asia is still pretty cheap, guys, compared to Europe, but especially to the US, it's really cheap. So I lived in Thailand. I just come from Thailand. I lived there for 3 months. So I was Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Koh Phangan, the island. So you can live in Bangkok. You can have a nice condo for about 350 bucks US dollars with a
Wow.
swimming pool at the top and a gym. That's all included. And then the other expenses, you've got the metro and the street food and the restaurants. It's up to you. Like if you want to go cheap, that's what I love about Thailand. If you want to go cheap, you can eat street food, which is very good. You've got like middle level restaurants, which are still pretty cheap. Like, I don't know, like maybe like $4 or $5 for a meal. And then you've got the high-end Japanese restaurants and the steakhouses, which are absolutely amazing. They're just still like half the price from the US. So I think about maybe like 1,500 US dollars in Bangkok will definitely cover you the flat and also a decent lifestyle, like going out once in a while, taking the metro every day, taking the taxi, which is pretty cheap. So I would say 1,500 to cover the basics, and then everything upwards is like just a nice living bonus.
How much would you say that you spent? Like, what's a budget, like a realistic budget that somebody would need for like Thailand, for example, since we're talking
Yeah, so
Thailand?
I was spending, so my budget was about $25 a day. That's
Okay.
including like food and transport with the metro and the scooter taxi sometimes. Again, everything above that or anything above that is just a nice living bonus. So, 30, 35, 40 bucks. And then you just do the math, just multiply that with the numbers of days you're living in Bangkok, for example, and that's what you get. That's without the accommodation, right? So that's just the living expenses.
Does that include, wait, you said, does that include accommodation, the 25?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So that's just like foods, some fun, some
Activity.
drinks. Yeah,
Okay, got it.
activities maybe. Yeah.